I mean, I feel like the biggest thing is the knowledge of the offense for us so far. I mean, we get it. I mean, there's small things that we don't. I mean, for like first few days of camp that you're just gonna mess up on, getting that footwork back right again, putting those pads back on. It's just different from not having anything on, but just the really how we've been acting out there. Like we're maturing, we know the offense, so it's really good to see that.
I'm sure you've already been asked this, but I saw you out there in green today. You all right?
I'm fine. I mean, just having a few issues, but I should be back soon.
What's that? What's how are you feeling at center? And do you feel really good, comfortable there?
I'm feeling really good there. It's just that's my favorite position on the offensive line to me, but I can play anywhere. I mean, if you know center, you know guard, you know tackle, you know everything that they have to do. Now, of course, I'm not going to play tackle, but I could play either guard position because you're center, you got to know every single thing. You're telling the whole line what to do. So, but I'm feeling really comfortable. It's just I've been there since spring, and that's just kind of fits me.
What about Shane there at that position?
He's coming along really good. I mean, he worked his butt off in summer. He led every sprint, gets fast, he won't give up. I mean, he's when you haven't played center that long, of course, you're going to have a few issues, getting the snap right, but he's coming along. He's doing really good. I mean, he's a grinder, so he's going to give it his all no matter what.
Chad is a math major. I wonder, do you ever get any sense from things he says or how he looks at things that it's a different point of view maybe?
It is a very different point of view. I love sitting in on his team meetings, just listening to what he says. I was just thinking to myself last night, it's just like when I get a chance, I just really like to speak to him. I mean, everything he says has a purpose. It's not just saying something to say something. Every single thing he says has meaning to it. I mean, he's giving it all out there. It's a really good environment.
The line coach do what Dustin Fry does and really get in there and show you how to get it done. I know there was an instance today where he even showed Shane how to do something. I mean, just his ability to connect with you guys and really get you in the right direction.
I've never had a coach like him. It's really good. I mean, for me, I'm a very visual learner. I'm not very textbook, so seeing him actually get in there and do it just helps you learn so much more. I mean,
what's that relationship like with that line group and him compared to what you had in the past and just how you guys have really connected with him?
I mean, he's very relatable. So, he's not – I mean, he's old, but he's not that old, if you know what I'm saying. But, I mean, he connects to us. He's fresh out of the game. He's a pretty young coach. And, he gets in there and shows us. And then the whole offensive line, I mean, we're close. I've never been this close to any position group that I've been playing football with.
Hey, we didn't see Jalen Merrick out there during the 20 minutes we were there. Did he pick up an injury earlier in the week, or do you even know?
I don't know. I can't.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
So I got here a little late. You were in the green jersey today. Are you okay? Or what's
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just getting through some stuff, but I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Brian Wallace, what have you seen from him and just how much different he's taken this thing now?
His body has changed so much. I mean, that's freaky. If you've seen the before and after picture, I mean, he has worked his butt off. That changed his body fat, changed his conditioning. I mean, he's getting his technique back a little bit. He kind of lose it from spring, getting out of those pads, but he's gotten back into it, and he looks really good out there.
A year ago at this time, I think you were in nose guard in fall camp, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so a year ago you're nose guard. Now you're the first team center. I mean, a year ago at this time, could you ever imagine you'd be in this spot?
I kind of figured I would be moved back to offense. That was kind of always the thing. We just were light on numbers on defensive line, and coming out of high school, that's all I really played. So, I mean, they sent me over there, and I just trying to do whatever for the team at that point. But I kind of always figured and seen myself as an offensive lineman
so
in college.
you always figured you'd be that was more of a stopgap measure.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel about that? Some guys might say, "Man, I'm an offensive lineman. I don't want to waste my time over there on defense."
Man, anything to get on the field. I mean, I had Frank in front of me last year. I mean, Frank was incredible. I mean, best in college. So the odds of me getting in there over him, I mean, I'm going to work my butt off to try that. But it was just when me and Coach B talked about it, it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
why waste a year? I could be on the field and get an experience. So, I mean, I liked it.
But at some point, they moved you back to offense, right?
When Frank got hurt, then
Yeah.
I went and played guard and played. They didn't put me in until Mississippi State, but
Right, there
they
was some
did
game you
got me on
played
the
quite a
field.
bit, right?
Yeah, Mississippi State, I played the whole
So
second half.
but that was a guard.
That was at right guard.
Okay, so how much center have you played? I mean, like, you never played center in a game, have you? Here, I mean,
Not here.
did you play center in high school?
No,
So you never played center in a game?
no.
So what do you think about being a starting center for an SEC team?
I mean, it's just got to have confidence, go out there and know you can do it. Once you start second-guessing yourself, that's when you're going to start playing slow. That's when you're going to start making bad snaps. Just got to go out there. Can't think about it. Just go out there and play the game.
When did they start working you at center? Was it late last season, some? Or did you do some snapping? Or?
Well, when I first got here, I was a center. And then, so I've been snapping the whole time I've been here,
Yeah.
really.
So you feel comfortable?
Very comfortable.
Did you feel like you're ready to be
Oh, yeah.
be the starter?
I want it.
I'm not doubting you. What makes what makes you feel that way?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not nervous about being out there. I got Yoda on my right, got Jake left, and then got Jay Gibb on my right. I mean, I know I'm going to be fine out there. Just got to get those snaps. And it's really, once you get that down, it's just all about your motions, all just being fluid with it and not second-guessing yourself. Some guys, once you start, like, thinking about it too much, that just gets in your head. And you just can't be bogged down with all that stuff.
And I guess Zach finished the season center, but then he got married, decided he wanted to play ball anymore. I mean, when that happened, you kind of say, okay, this is my opportunity, you know?
I mean, yeah, loved Zach. He was a great guy, great player. But once he left, it was kind of my time where I thought to myself, I was like, this is your shot. Just go out there and do your best every day.
And did you ever play nose guard before last year?
Yeah, in high school, that's all I played was defensive tackle and nose guard.
You never played offense?
I mean, like, one few series of games.
So you came here as a defensive player.
Well,
and
I
they
came
switched-
here offense. I was recruited offense.
Right, they
but,
recruited you
yeah.
to play offense, but you hadn't really played. They just thought that's how you translated better to college. Yeah, sorry, I don't know all this. I just want to make sure I got all my stuff down. And playing nose guard, do you think that helps you at center? You kind of know what the opponent's thinking, or
Very much so. I mean, sitting in on those meetings last year, defense, knowing exactly what they want to do. I mean, I don't know their play calls, obviously, but, like, I know what they're wanting to do, like, when I try to get in my position on them. So it just helps knowing the opposite side of the ball's mindset.
yeah, because you kind of know what that guy's thinking.
Yeah.
How much did you get from Frank? How much did you really learn about how to play this position from Frank?
I mean, Frank was a very good leader, and he was very vocal. But when I was sitting in there watching film, I mean, just how he conducted himself, like getting on his insteps. I've never seen anybody do it like him. I mean, he was like this, and he would just sit down with the guy. I mean, it was incredible. The knowledge of the game, he would be in there taking notes. I mean, you just got to be focused in on everything, and he was just ready.
I know a lot of the linemen lost. Well, Dalton gained a lot of weight. Johnny and Brian lost a lot of weight. I think Yelda said his weight stayed about the same. But did your weight change much?
I've been sitting around from 298 to 300 for a while. It's just been more of a body fat change for me. I mean, just taking like the extra stuff right here and just like bulking up with it. So, I mean, I've never really had an issue with being like too high or too low. Just been kind of right there. I'd like to be just 302 or 305 when the season comes, but
what's your weight right now?
Weighed in today at 302, I believe.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you might have to ask him, your body fat went from what to what?
Can't really remember. I think it was like 28 to like 26, 27 and a half. I mean, it wasn't that big of a change, but if you see my before and after picture,
well,
there's a lot of extra stuff.
You have to have a little fat up there to block those defensive linemen. You know?
I know he's a little bit further down the line than you, but Dalton, just what he's doing, kind of taking over right there at left tackle.
Dalton's very mature for his age, being a redshirt freshman. He's in there taking really good notes. I mean, he's still got Colton out there. Colton's still in the 110, so he's out there coaching Dalton up on everything. I mean, I have a lot of faith in Dalton. I know he's going to work hard, and we all know he can do it. I mean, it's just we still got a lot of camp left, and he's going to keep improving. There's stuff we all have to work on, and he's going to be a good player.